This sounds familiar. I need to quit muting myself. Okay. All right. I think we need to... There we go. Tonight. It's January 26th, 2024. Thanks for being here. Appreciate y'all. 37 years young and not getting any younger. Still trying to get better every day. Thoughts on tonight's Carroll game? Oh boy. I was there for that one. Caught the second half. I thought Carroll had a shot. Thought Carroll High had a shot, and let me turn down the music real quick. Hear myself a little bit more. There we go. Yeah, it was a close one. There's always ticky-tack calls. Always ticky-tack calls. And that just comes with the territory, right? Heated game, ranked opponent coming in. They're a little checkered. Star player's not exactly squeaky clean. Can't prove it, but who knows? But I don't know. I thought Carroll High held their own. There was just the final stretch. They just they got really shaky and just couldn't make shots. But thanks for joining me. If you haven't already, be sure to like the video, hit the subscribe button, ding the bell. That way you can be kept in the loop when I do streams. I'm not, I don't think it's the end of the world for the Carroll High boys. Think they'll be okay. Anywho, I think I'm gonna get into working on photos. I was at Carroll High Girls. I started at Carroll High Girls. Wasn't able to really get to their senior festivities, but because I had to run over to Glidden, go get the tail end of Glidden Ralston girls against Boyer Valley, get their senior night. Do you believe? Okay. Do you believe Jude Gibson has done the unholy things he's accused of? Hard telling. Is that really my place to judge? Hard, Probably, I'm not the best person to really ask that, but, who knows? Who knows? Proven until, innocent until proven guilty, right? But don't get in trouble. Don't get in trouble, man. Don't get in trouble. Trouble don't pay. I think I said that last night. Trouble don't pay. And then, but I'm going to circle back for a second. I was at Glidden Ralston Girls. Ran over to, then I got Glidden Ralston Boys, beginning of that. And then I caught the tail end of the Carroll High game. Carroll High looked really good in the third quarter. Man, if they played more third quarters like that, they'd be a tough out. And then they had that dry spell towards the end. But they'll be okay. Okay. All right. But I appreciate those questions. I love getting questions like that. Dropped a tough one. Hey, Hans. Thanks for dropping in. Dropped a tough one tonight against Lewis Central. We'll bounce back. That's the right attitude to have. That's the right attitude. Kudos to you, brother. So I think first, let me try to find. Let's see if we can find a really nice photo from tonight. What do you think? Should I get a Carroll High one, or should I get maybe? I haven't done Glenn Ralston boys in a while. Let's find Glenn Ralston boys. That's the right attitude to have, and honestly, you know, I've seen this, you know, plenty of times. You don't have to win conference to go to state. You don't have to win the conference. Who is the best high school player you've seen play? Ugh. Oh, man. I've seen some good college players. Cameron Copley out of Canadian, Texas. Cameron Copley, that dude could ball. He could ball. And then Braden Housen out of Amarillo High, who's currently at Villanova. So, yeah. Maybe a good question to ask, like, you know, would be out of, like, Iowa. Who'd be the best player I've seen play out of Iowa? Oh, man. That's a tough one because I'm kind of stuck in this little bubble, and I've been here for the last few years. You know, because I was at South Central Calhoun. Probably Cooper DeJean was really good when he was playing. When he played hoops. Probably one of the better players I've seen out of the area. I thought, you know, South Central Calhoun Zane Newbaum was really good. I didn't see a ton of Kemper at that time, nor did I see a lot of Carroll High. But what are y'all's favorite? Like, what are y'all's best player that you've seen, like, in person, live and in the flesh? I can't pick on Jonathan all the time. Maybe Colby this time? Colby Vincent was pretty good for Carroll High as well. Okay. I know that Carroll's, just Omaha. Yeah, he's pretty good. He was pretty good. I never got to see him live, but you know, and I'll be honest, like, I think, you know, the quality of Iowa, you know, like the quality of Iowa high school basketball players is so underrated. There's so, and even in football, just like, I kind of wish that, like, my alma mater, you know, West Texas A&M, I wish they would come, you know, kind of sniffing around, because they're a good team. They're ranked number 1 in Division II right now. I was like, oh man, I would love it if good old Tom Brown, you know, started showing up at, like, our game, you know, so start showing up at, like, various Iowa high school basketball games. Easton Darling played at Winterset a few years back. Was really good. Cool. All right. I think this one. What do you think? That one? Let's go with that one. That was kind of cool. There's some really cool spots to, like, shoot from. Like, I need to get a bigger lens someday, but I would love to try to shoot with a longer lens from, like, the Tiger Gym's mezzanine, and then the stage, like, at Kemper, at the castle. That's a cool place to shoot from. There's a lot of good gyms around here. I really like the quality of gyms around here. I think that's why I took the job in the first place. I was like, man, all these gyms are cool. I mean, all of them got their own character, you know. Okay, we'll go with that one. Go with that one with our scores. We'll go dig around for some scores real quick, right? So let's kick it back to chat real fast. I mean, you don't want to see me log in or anything, do you? But now I appreciate y'all dropping in and talking some hoops. I like talking hoops. Okay. Then we got more hoops tomorrow. We got a little bit of wrestling in the morning with South Central Calhoun's duels. I think it's the 23rd annual this year. Little throwback, but Maddox Weeks was another great Winterset player. What local team has the best crowd? Now you're telling me to pick favorites. I don't know. I mean, like I like all of them. I know Carroll High gets a little rowdy. I know Kemper can get a little rowdy sometimes. But what local team has the best crowd? I would say the best crowd I've seen all year was probably, come on. Username's being a goof. I would say the crowd at Carroll High Kemper was pretty electric. That's not what I want. I mean, that was fun. And that was such a back and forth game to begin with. There we go. All right. Area schools? You know, most of them aren't, you know, really too super loud or, you know, like, they get too crazy. I'd probably say like the best crowd is when Carroll and Kemper actually share the same building. Who's taking the last shot? Evan Hammer or Michael Kasperbauer? Woo! Ooh, we're getting saucy tonight, guys. Oh man. Oh, that's tough. You know, Evan's so reliable, but as is Kasperbauer. Gosh dang. Whew. That's tough. Man. Hit me with all the good questions tonight. I love it. I love it. I get excited. Who's taking that last shot? Oh, man. You know, just... Man, Bolt, like... I don't know. That one's such a... That one's good. That one's good. I mean, I would have to coin flip that. You know, leave it a chance, but I mean, I like both. Like, I like both. I mean, I know I dodged the question there, but you know, Evan's such a dynamo. And then Kasperbauer, he just leads like just quiet example. I've seen Evan get up, and I've seen him like show emotion. I've seen him kind of talk things through with his teammates. Mike's chill. both are really clutch. I couldn't. I could not like. I don't. That'd be tough. Oh my gosh. I'm struggling here. Sorry. Because right now I'm compiling scores. Compiling the scores. Michael's uncle Casey was a great player for Carroll. Went on to play 4 years at USD. Nice. You know, like it's kind of interesting. Like, I think USD is so underrated. And you know, if you told me, hey, you know, South Dakota State or South Dakota or USD, I love USD, man. Checked out a few of their games. I saw them play against UNI few years ago, and then I saw them play Youngstown State at home. It was while they were renovating the Dakota Dome, so they sectioned off one side of the field, but I bet you when you fill that place up, the Dakota Dome gets loud. Let's see. I'm trying to. There we go. All right. Now, we'll peel back. We'll go back in here. How far would Kemper go if they didn't lose DJ for the season? Oh, man. That's a tough one. You know, I think the nice thing with Kemper is that Kemper has many players that could really have some really great games. You know, we seen that out of Jack Baiting, you know, against Glenwood. You know, they just have weapons on top of weapons. I mean, you know, I've seen games like where Hans will go off and go into double digits. I would probably say, you know, I still think they still go to state. I'm saying they're my state team. Still saying they're my state team. I really couldn't tell you how far they would go with DJ. I think DJ adds that explosiveness, but Kemper just has so many playmakers. I mean, there could be a night where, you know, just about anybody on that roster could go off. And that just shows how good of a team they are. Oh, man. Forgive me. Okay. Now comes the fun part, is just, you know, going and compiling all the scores. So, like, you know, don't mind if, like, my head bobs around, like, you know, bobs around a little bit. Okay, Lewis Central. I think Lewis Central girls were ranked, if I remember correctly. Let's see. Okay. Let's look for our rankings real quick. Oh, by the way, let me give a shout out real quick while I'm let me give a shout out to Julia Avery, Emma Grossman, and Emma Daniels. Uh, Grace Hoffman, Sadie Smith out of Kemper, and Evelyn Kramer. Congrats for going on to state. Just had to get that out. Okay, what do you think of the bar stools and all the Twitter burners? I don't have much of an opinion on those. Sometimes they'll get a laugh out of me. That just might be like the overgrown college student in me. But I don't have much of an opinion on all the burners. You know, there's a reason why they're burners on, on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it. They're just there to like talk smack. Sometimes they're funny, sometimes the burns are really good, but it's just, juveniles being juveniles. Or, just somebody living vicariously through a throwaway Twitter account. I find myself reminiscing about the days of Ben Wallendorf at Carroll High, too. Okay. So it looked like Kemper gave Lewis Central a game. So they were what, number 9? Class 4A. 41-33. That's not a bad setback for Kemper girls. Although from what I saw, I think Franny Glenn kind of had a quiet night. Okay. This is kind of how I bounce back and forth. Okay, 51-44. So Ballard got a little bit of revenge on the Carroll High girls. And I always double check. 51-44. Okay. Like, I'm so paranoid about like being as accurate as I can. Okay. So sometimes you got to beg, borrow, and steal a little bit, right? So let's look at our friends at the Observer in Westside, because Janine Cook, she does such a nice job. Okay, Woodbine's 69. Woodbine's pretty good. And I think they're ranked 8 now. Oh, let's look at that score one more time. 69-19. Oof. At least it's better than the Exira EHK score for our Weeva. Okay. Yeah. Gibson looked pretty good. He looks really good. He dished out some really nice assists. Attacks the hoop really well. I thought Carroll High played him tough. I think they put Jared Moore on him for a good chunk of the second half, and Jared played him tough. Okay, now check out our friends at the Rolling Valley. Sometimes Bound's a little quiet. Like, it takes a minute. Far too fancy. If he was more fundamental. Oops, wrong one. Rolling Valley, please. But anywho, I appreciate everybody dropping in. There's other ways. Other ways. Other ways. Oh, I actually want to see the score of this boys game. Nulfon at SEC. Oh, Greene County girls played Nevada tough. Good on them, man. Good on the Rams. Okay, I'm trying to find CRB. The Crew. Okay. Did they not play tonight? Oh, no, they didn't play tonight. Okay. Okay, but Glenn Ralston did play tonight, though. What was that? 45-25? Okay. And then I think I have to see the rankings for trainer. Oh, they're number 15. Okay. Yep. That was the back half of my channel. Trainer. 2A. Trainer. And I have the score of that one. Good shout out to Brian. I always appreciate him sending him scores and giving me stats. 70-29. Okay. Do you think any of the area schools can compete with Carroll or Kemper? You know, CRB's got a good team. I'd say CRB could play Carroll High tough. But as far as Kemper, I think South Central Calhoun could hang for a little bit. I've seen them hang with for a little bit. Okay. So, I mean, I'd probably say about 2 teams could hang. And that's just because they've been really hot. Or halfway decent. I would say, like, CRB on a good night. And South Central Calhoun. But, I mean, I would say, like, you know, if let's say CRB played Carroll High would probably still win by about 10. Kemper would probably win about 10. Same principle with SEC. I mean, I think they would hang tight. It'd make it a tight game for a while. Okay. I was just making sure I was still on the DMCA free music, so I didn't get the copyrights. What was I looking for? Oh, yeah, that's right. I know. I'm all over the place. Forgive me. I guess I could look. I'll have to look for the Peyton Sheridan game tonight, later on. Double check that ranking. Yep. Still stands. I just look up South Central Cajon. $71.20. Okay. Wolfon is ranked number 2. What was that score again? 71.20. Okay. Rumor has it Gavin Botta from South Central Calhoun would come to Carroll every so often and cook all the Carroll and Kemper kids of the wreck. You know, that's if Gavin has a good day. If he has a good day at the office, whoo, Gavin's tough. And Gavin's like tall, athletic, you know, like he can ball. But I think just like, I would say if it was a few years ago, like when SEC had that state-bound team, I mean, granted, they had a miracle run, but I don't know. I'll just let those be rumors. And I'll have to look at the rankings for... I always like to double check the rankings. Well then, yeah, like SEC kind of had like a little bit of a... They were having trouble finding a rhythm at the beginning of the season. Then now they've really kind of found that rhythm. I remember going to media day, you know, like the roster photo days and everything. I was telling like Clive, I was like, I think you guys got skill and you guys got size, and Clive is always like the cautious optimist. He's like, well, we'll see when we start playing. I was just gonna see. Okay, Lewis Central ranked. Okay. But we'll pop this down. By the way, if you're digging the music, it's Stream Beats by Harris Heller. There's a whole bunch of different types of music. Like, I think I have lo-fi on right now. No, electronic dance music, EDM. And then there's they have lo-fi. I think I played that quite a bit last night. And then I had, there was synthwave and even hip hop beats. So, and the better yet, they're DMCA free, which is pretty cool. Somebody 55, wasn't it? And then I think they're 3A, that's right. 3A, guys. Oh, number 6. Number 6. Ballard. I have that from my pictures. 63.56. Yeah, sometimes I gotta concentrate a little bit. Breathe. Okay, so Arweeva fell to Woodbine. Woodbine boys are actually pretty good. Yeah, Woodbine boys are actually pretty stellar squad. What player have you been most surprised with this season? Ooh. That's a good one. What player have you been surprised with? Hmm. Man, that makes me put on the old thinking cap. I may have to step a little bit outside of the area. Just a little bit. Just a teeny bit. I would say Peyton Sheridan's Trayvon Keeley is a surprise. I mean, that's a kid that could probably he could be a solid bench player just for any one of the area schools. Solid bench player or a starter. I mean, I would say solid bench player for like Kemper and Carroll High, but solid. I mean, a really good starter any other school. And you know, it's kind of weird to be like, oh man, you picked a kid out of a winless team, but you know, if you look at Keeley's numbers, they're actually pretty good. It's just they're all young. He's a freshman, and then they got like a lot of young guys around him. I think they only had like 2 seniors, and I don't think those seniors had a lot of playing time. I think as long as like Peyton Sheridan sticks together, like as a group, they might actually like churn out some wins and do okay. But okay, I need to get that Woodbine. Where could I go get that score? Okay. That makes me kind of think, right? Oh, that's the old one. Oh, that's the old sign. I did not know that they. But surprise players. I mean, I don't know. You know, I don't even know if I get really surprised anymore. But I probably stick with Keeley. Because I mean, I mean, I think I'm with a lot of people that I had really not a whole lot of expectations out of Peyton Sheridan, but yeah. Issue with PC is their program just isn't. Yeah. Well, they hardly have any kids. I would say their issue is they can never pull in enough kids. And it's been so long since they've won a whole lot. And then I think what goes against PC is is that Greene County, like more specifically Jefferson, is really not a very far drive away. And it's kind of a bummer because and I hate to say this about PC, is that when I was a Southeast Webster grad. You know, we weren't that great. You know, like Peyton Sheridan was our beaten bag. I mean, if we wanted to let out frustrations, we let out frustrations on poor little Peyton Sheridan. And I agree with Arweeva, but their boys' side is actually, they got some talent. They've won a few games. You know, they beat Coon Rapids Bayard by 1. Although the final sequence was interesting, but Okay, I'm on Thursday night. I was like, I'm not seeing. I do know that Glenn Ralston played. And Glenn Ralston won. I mean, they were controlling that game by the time I left. And then Trainer. I have the score of that one. I'm gonna see if Trainer's okay. Trainer is ranked. Okay. Trainer's always pretty good. I mean, Trainer was good even when I was younger. 2A. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Arweva and like Peyton Tredan, man, they just, they're hanging on. Oh, that's right. Big shout out to my guy Brian. 70-35, yep. Okay. I tell you what, before, the 35. Before they ran into that really tough stretch in the WIC, Ikea Manning had a good winning streak going. Okay, now to find the really fun one. And then we'll go find the Woodbine Arweva score. So we're pretty close. If Carroll and Kemper had combined sports teams, how good would they be? They'd be pretty darn good. They would be pretty darn good. Ooh, boys won. Ooh. I would say they would be really good. I mean, I would. I mean, Carroll's just a good I mean, is it too much of a stretch to say that Carroll's a good basketball town? I feel like since I moved back to Iowa in 2019, I've been blessed with good basketball. I've been blessed with good basketball because, at this time last year, I covered Webster City boys while they were on their sub-state final run. Okay, 68-45. And Newell Fonda's down this year. Well, Newell Fonda boys. 45. Combined enrollment is within the 3A threshold. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, that really makes me put on the old thinking cap. It's like, how could they be? But yeah, basketball's great here. And even wrestling's good here. I think there are just towns that have a lot of basketball culture, like, oh yeah, Pella, yeah. Pella's just they just have a all-around good athletics department. But Pella's a pretty town, though. Pella's pretty. I mean, that's a cool town. I mean, I'm saying that as an outsider, but I think all the times I went to Pella, it was cool. Cool town. Oh, that's right. I was going to look for Woodbine. Let's see. Pick 2 ones. Okay. All right. Got the final score of Woodbine Arweva. 52-43. Hawkeye 10 or Raccoon River Conference? Ugh. 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 You had to ask me that. I would say Raccoon River Conference just because it drifts closer to the metro. I would say Hawkeye 10. You know, you have Kemper, you have Lewis Central, you have Glenwood. 52, 3. Okay. Gosh, how many in a row is that now for South Central Calhoun? But I would say, yeah, I would say that. I mean, at this point in time, I would say Raccoon River. Just because they drift towards that metro. But the Hawkeye 10 is such a really good, like, it's got like a lot of history to it. Junior. Found working for me? Great. Gosh. I was gonna say how many wins has SEC? 12. Oh wow. Okay. I don't know. There's I mean, I you know, of all the conferences I really do like, man, I really liked keeping tabs on the Twin Lakes and thinking about conferences. Oh, was he from a few years ago? From Sioux Central. Sioux Central's had some really good really good players, really good teams. The name doesn't ring a bell, but I know, like, Sioux Central always had really solid basketball teams, really good cross-country teams, and then their baseball team was always, they were always pretty solid. What am I looking for? Oh, yeah, I was going to look for Rolling Valley. Back to the Rolling Valley. Okay. I got boy basketball. Work for that one. I just need rosters. Okay, junior. Yeah, I'll just stick with junior. Where am I at? Wildcats. Tiger Billy or Night Billy? Oh no. I'll do you one better. You know, there's always Tyson. You know, Carol Heiken. That's probably my choice. Tiger Tyson. Yep! Whose house? Whose house? I get a kick out of him. Yeah, I think they snapped a skid with that one. Double checking. Tiger Bill or Night Billy? Yeah, they snapped a skid. Okay. Did I get all the scores? Okay. Let's write a little intro. We're in action. We're in action, save for Coon Rapids Bayard. Oh, I have to remember. You know, I feel like I have to dive in the culture a little more to know Tiger Billy or Night Billy. I mean, I take it that they're super fans. But like, I don't know, like I probably out of the two I'd pick Tiger Tyson. Crud, what was I looking for? That's right. I was gonna look at I was looking at tomorrow's tip time. Hey! 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 Whose house? Our house! Whose house? Our house! Love it. Oh, I'm looking at boys hoops. Silly me. I was gonna look for. Let's look for our friends at CRB. CRB? Hey! Okay, they got Woodbine on Tuesday. Okay, boys got Woodbine on Tuesday. And then I need girls. So our Weaver team is solid. I think they would edge out Carroll and Kemper if they matched up. Yeah, our Weaver can bring it. I mean, I think just like Carol High and Kemper would have a little bit too much firepower compared to Arweva, but I think it'd be a close game. Be a close game, that's for sure. Okay, that's a 130 game. Love it. Okay, Night Billy was around much longer. Tiger Billy came around recently and is out of control. Out of control. So is that like a title that is handed down from one student to another? Oh, Martians have the death beam pointed at Earth. One shot to save humanity. You better hit it. Cal Hayden or Evan Hammer. Woo, man. You know, if it's okay, all right. Let's look at that question really closely. You have to be specific on which Martian. Because it could be Marvin the Martian, you know, where you could trick him, or it's those Mars Attacks Martians that, despite who you pick, and regardless of who sinks the shot, they annihilate the planet anyways. But ooh, Cal Hayden or Evan Hammer, that's tough. Not even, you know, what would have been even worse if it would have been Cal, Evan, or Michael. You know. Oh man. Hit me with life's hardest questions. And I thought the meaning of life was tough. Okay, all right. Okay, I think that's safe. That's safe to do, right? Area basketball scoreboard. Dawson Gifford or Michael Kasperbauer. Now we're bringing back the past. Woo! Okay, I think I got everything. Man, we're getting like player comparisons left and right. We're getting like really good questions. Like, you know, who would you pick to take the final shot? Evan Hammer or Cal Hayden? Whew. Oh man. Okay. Let's do a live view. Make sure that looks okay. That looks all right. Okay, now here comes the fun part. Was we share this on not my socials. I'm not cool enough. We'll go to our friends at the Carroll Times Herald. Carol Crowd really got on Gibson tonight. Surprised some administrators didn't step in. All right. Okay. Now I can get to the fun stuff, which is working on photos. That's why we're all here. Am I right? Okay. All right. Okay. Now, let's see. Evan Hammer or Caleb Booth? Hmm. Let's see. I had some really good. Yeah, that one didn't come out as well as I wanted. I was looking around for my goldfish. Who? Oh, nice. We can keep Bailey Schulte in that photo. Yeah. Oh. I do like that Martians question though. That was great. That was great. That was probably my favorite question of the night. Although I do like it. I mean, all the questions were awesome. But I was like, man, that Martian one was good. Because I mean, I love science fiction stuff. So, I mean, it's almost like a Space Jam type of situation. I don't know. I'll take that back. I love all these. I love all these questions. They're great. And it's like I'm not the greatest as far as like the historical stuff. Like that's stuff that like I would have to take time to really dig through and be like, okay, like who's this cat? Who's that cat? Like how good were they? Stuff like that. But 2020 Mount Verde or 2020 Viva. Isn't Mount Verde like really good? Aren't they like really good? Like that's a Mount Verde I'm thinking of. How'd that come out? But I appreciate all y'all popping in for the stream. This is making it really fun. Zach Shimmer was pretty good though, too though. Those rockets were pretty tough. Hmm. I did see that their boys coach won got win one number 100. That was pretty cool. Oop. My mouse went a little renegade. Tell you what, though, been a good day. Been a good day. Hey, most of the day I just slept like a cat. I wish that one was a little more in focus. Man, this hour has flown. It has flown. Missed that one. Oh! Darken that just a little? Yeah, there we go. That one's not bad either. So I may have a store to share here in a little bit. Okay, now I'm off to... That came out okay. Y'all have to forgive me for going a little quiet. I'm just kind of concentrating. Just a concentrating. Gibson plays out of control sometimes, gets too fancy. He's more like Jace Pettit. He would be more fundamentally sound. I mean, I don't know. He was fancy. I don't know. It is what it is. There we go. Nice one of Ty Jansen. Yeah, I'll go with that one. I'd probably sharpen that up a little bit more. So it doesn't look too sharp on my screen, but bat out of my goldfish. My mouse going crazy. Who runs a better bar stool, Carroll or Kemper? Oh boy. Honestly, I don't keep track of the bar stools. I knew SEC's got a little crazy sometimes, but they were pretty tame for the most part. Wow, no. I mean, I hate to like break it to people. I was like, I don't really look at the bar stools a whole lot. I mean, when everything was in a lockdown, I remember keeping track of the. Was it the? It was like top, like Big Cat. Big Cat had like Coach Duggar or something. Let's go, Duggar. Let's go, Duggar. But I don't know. I mean, I can't show too much favoritism to anyone. That Chica's blinking. We can keep that. Be okay. Okay. Rolling Valley or Raccoon River, which has more competition and talent? I would say RRC. Rolling Valley is stacked though. I wouldn't sleep on the Rolling Valley. The Rolling Valley is actually kind of a fun conference. And that's coming from a guy that covered. That's coming from a guy that covered Twin Lakes Conference for for several years, and then after that was NCC. Okay, back to. See, I didn't like those, but. Close in a little bit there. This might be one of those situations where I was like, oh, I got. I don't know. I really love the small schools though. I love small school basketball. Just mostly because I was a small school kid. And then and then when I did see big time basketball, it was like Fort Dodge, and Fort Dodge would always get just shellacked and everything. Oh, this one. It's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one, a Wade Hunter. Actually, I need to probably. Oh, that's right. That's in my other lens. That's in my other card. That's why, like, Glenn Ralston folks are probably like, "Where's the senior night stuff? Where is it?" It's like, it's coming. It's coming. I promise, it's coming. I've been digging the questions all night though. Helps time pass by a lot faster. Plus, it makes the streams really fun. Is this my good shot? Yes, sir. Okay. Did I not get that many? No. I got more senior night photos. Hang on. Yeah. That comes out to be a cool photo. Oh, I got this one. I forgot about that one. Pick on Bergmeyer a lot, but Bergmeyer keeps giving me good photos. He's pretty solid. Pretty solid player. Good point guard. Feel like I need glow sticks. I think I'll stick with these two. Actually, just put these all in. That'll be okay. All right. Almost there. Almost there's. Down on Carol Hot Boys. Boom. Oh, a nice wide shot. See, I wish I got that. Oh, cool. All right. Now let's go back to... All right, Carol. Hi, guys. Evan Hammer. I feel like I need to have the... I feel like I need to have, like, the glow sticks. That's framed pretty well. It's Mac. Ryan North. Wait, there might be a better photo. That's a better photo. We'll go with a better photo. Bum, 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 bum. Mm. Oh. Ooh. That's a nice... Well, hold on. There we go. It's a nice photo of... it's a nice photo of Wardell. We'll light that up just a touch. Just a touch. There we go. Close in on that. Close in on that. So we have a little more of a crowd. Oh. Ooh. Elbow gave a little pop. Hey, thanks, Daniel. Appreciate it. I'm surprised Craig hasn't dropped by and like tried trolling me or anything. And tell you what, 37 years young, man. Oh. He has new games. Might not hear from him for a bit. I do too. I have some new games. I picked up Pal World the other day. Oh man. I did not go to bed until like 4 in the morning. Pal World's fun though. Liked playing Pal World. I think I picked up Lethal Company. I feel bad. I'm gonna shave out these kids real quick. These come in pretty crispy. Crispy? Come on. Yeah. Go with that one. That one looks alright. There we go. Lethal, if you ever use mods, the Yippee mod is... You have to explain what the Yippee mod is. The Yippee! Is it like baseball where you got the yips? I think I got this. It comes out okay. The loot bugs say yippee when you see them. Okay. Yippee! Kind of reminds me of the pig that the Emerald Bulls had that would hang from the rafters, and
kind of reminds me
every time the Bulls would score,
of the pig,
and it was based off that
the Emerald Bulls
Geico commercial where like
that would hang from the rafters.
You know, it's like would the
every
like,
time
would
the
the piggy go wee 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 all the way home, and it was based off
that Geico commercial where like
that's what the name of the pig. The stuffed
like
pig.
Like
they put him in a jersey and like a little hockey helmet, and whenever the Bulls scored,
and
they would send him down
Pucky
on like a zip line. He'd be like, wee, 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 wee,
wee. They put him in a jersey and like a little hockey helmet, and then whenever the Bulls scored, they would
he would drive me mad
on like a zip line. He'd be like, wee, wee,
he would drive me bonkers.
That was great.
Wee, 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 wee.
But he would. Sometimes though, he would drive me bonkers. Wee, 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 wee.
Did I mute my stream? Try that now.
Did I mute my stream?
Okay, sometimes I get a little bit of an echo.
Try that now.
Sometimes that comes down to like I have two audio output captures.
Sometimes I get a little bit of an echo. Sometimes that comes down to like.
So I muted one and I kept the desktop audio.
Like I have two audio output captures going.
Check that and see if it sounds a little bit better.
So I muted one and I kept the desktop audio. Check that and see if it sounds a little bit better.
I have to auto-tone that.
I have to auto-tone that.
Still hear a little bit of an echo?
Still hear a little bit of an echo?
It's like two of you with a 30-second delay. It's so weird. Okay. Hold on.
It's like two
Give me a second.
with a 30-second delay. It's so weird.
Okay. I'll try not to blow anything up.
Hold on. Give me a second. Well, I'll try not to blow anything up.
Give me a second. 30-second delay. Okay. That's weird. Hold on. Well, that's on my end too, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, that's on my end too.
That's weird. Well, that's on my end too, I think. Yeah,
Check,
that's on my end
1,
too.
2.
Check.
Here. Let's go back. Does that sound a little bit better? I've been having some audio issues.
Let's go back.
And it's kind of sad because like my dad's
Does that sound a little bit
my
better?
dad was like a sound guy.
I've been having some audio issues. And it's kind of sad because like my dad was like a sound guy.
Okay. That's all my photos for guys. Still doing it. Quality is fine. It's just doubled.
Okay. That's all my photos for guys.
I'm thinking.
Still, quality is fine. It's just doubled.
Now I'm thinking. Okay. I wonder what's causing that issue.
Now I'm thinking.
May just have to do a test stream and just like kind of experiment a little bit.
I wonder what's causing that issue. May just have to do a test stream and just like kind of experiment a little bit.
Check. 1, 2. It might be. Could it be the audio output capture, maybe?
Check. 1, 2. It might be. Could it be the
Wonder
audio
what would happen.
output capture, maybe?
had your own stream up and
happen.
unmuted, so the delay in stream comes through after the fact. So you think it's because like
had your own stream
it's like, oh, like
and unmuted, so the delay in stream comes through after the fact.
Let me
so
try
you
something.
think it's because
does that
like,
work? That way I'm not
like,
hearing myself.
Like, okay. Let me try something.
Now it feels like I'm insulated.
That way I'm not hearing myself. Now it feels like I'm insulated.
Okay. All right, boys. Home stretch.
Okay. All right, boys.
Actually, not even home stretch. Nope, not that.
Home stretch. Actually, not even home stretch. Nope, not that.
Huh.
Okay. Huh.
I wonder. Audio output capture.
I wonder.
It just randomly happened. Okay. Okay. I get you. Okay.
It just randomly happened. Okay. Okay. I get you. Okay.
Let's see. Come on, mouse. Let's work. Then again, sometimes the internet can have a little bit of problems just because it's not as good here as it was, you know, as I had it in other places. Adding my best photos. Wait, it went away, I think. Okay. Okay. Make sure I'm not repeating. Oh. Yeah, sometimes the stream is not, it's not the greatest. Okay. Those.
Let me know if it comes back or not. Okay. Oh, all right. Let me check the other cards, see if I have anything. Mostly I have senior night stuff. So far it hasn't. Okay. What would happen if I got that removed? Does that help? I went ahead and got rid of the audio output. Went ahead and got rid of that. It didn't come out as well as I thought. Okay, you sound better? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I figured by getting rid of like one of the audio output things, I might sound a little bit better. Let's see. Have anything? That's right, I wasn't close enough. Yay, tech streams. Yeah. It's just kind of trying to sort stuff out. And sorting stuff out is not bad. Because I've been hearing that the last few days. Is like, it's like, oh yeah, you have a little bit of an echo. So hopefully that amended everything. So I was like wanting to do like something a little more like a test stream and just get feedback because I was having some issues. From what I hear, Microsoft updates break audio stuff in OBS. Okay. You know, for some odd reason that makes sense. There we go. All right. All right. That's probably my best one. I was a little too close. Bring the music up just a little bit. Actually, I should bring that down right there. All right. Oh, you may may find this funny. I've considered playing the Fortnite. The fork knife. You know, Fortnite is forever. Fortnite is forever. Fortnite is forever. Fortnite is forever. Fortnite, it's forever. Oh yeah. Lego Fortnite's actually been kind of a thing. Actually, that one's pretty good. That one's better than the last one. Oh man, getting late. Okay, crying cheerleaders. Come on. Oh, man. Oh. Oh, bad, oh, bad, oh, bad. It's getting early. Early, I'm in bed. It's yeah. So for you, it's late. Okay, I think. Did I get everything? Think I got everything. Actually, I'll go with that one. I like that one. They look a little bright, but that's okay. Yes, I have gremlins who don't believe in sleeping in. Yeah, you have gremlins. You have little gremlins. Gremlins.
I don't know. I was always a kid who preferred sleeping in. Always preferred sleeping in. I think the only time where I woke up early is maybe like Christmas. Grandmolands. It's the Grandmolands. There we go. Whew. All right.
Oh, Gremlin number 2 will sleep in. Okay. Gremlin number 1 is usually up early, but is self-sufficient. It's little homie that's the issue. Little homie.
Yeah.
He'll get up early for a while.
Okay, all right, Carol. Okay, Carol, hi. Double header.
Tiger girls. You know what? Do that, and I'll save that other one for the scoreboard. Tiger girls. I think they fell behind a little early. More blood. Yeesh, I can tell I don't have my glasses on. All I can see is more white blobs appearing. It's interesting. Interesting. $51 to 44 final score. Okay. No. Go. Oh, man. Okay, good. Number 6th ranked bombers. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's dip down to 6 and 7. Dip down to 6 and 7 overall with a. Actually, better yet, let's jump back. Four and 6 record in the RC. Ballard improved to 9 and 7, 6 and 5 in conference. 9 and 7 overall. All right. Dropping to maybe 8 and 5, 8 and 5, 5 and 4. Okay, all right, next week. Are you planning to get back into streaming games or focusing on more photo sports stuff? For right now, because I don't know what the internet's, the internet's kind of been lagging whenever I try to play games. Like when I try to play big multiplayer games. So I might just concentrate on more photos and sports stuff for now. Carroll High will take on ADM. They tip off at 6. Tip off. Yeah. I should have went with something a little more local, but I stuck with MediaCom. MediaCom's one of those very few places that, well, and then that, and I think it's, for once, I'm not hardwired. I'm not hardwired to, because before when I was in Lake City, I actually had it, the router hardwired into the PC, so everything ran really well. But the Wi-Fi isn't the super greatest. Let's see. ADM's ranked number 2. Okay. I think that's at 7:30. 7:30. Yeah, I need a long one because unfortunately the router's like in the other room. Like I would have to run it like all the way around. I would need a long Ethernet cord. Okay. All right. Last one. Glenn Ralston. It's a really good one out. Time to go to Radio Shack. Does Radio Shack don't even exist anymore. Radio Shack don't even exist no more. Does it still exist? Maybe as a website. Think so. Latin America, South America, and the Caribbean, according to the website. Pack your flip-flops. No.
Too lazy. Too lazy to escape the country. Too lazy. Wait. Oh, I want that. Yeah. Okay. Whoa. Almost there. Okay. All right, Lynn Alston. Warrior Valley 4. You should probably. Yeah, will do. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for dropping by. Bye, bye. I'm still here. I gotta finish up some things. Held on Friday evening. Happy Glidden, Ralston, Jim, and Glidden. Oh. Merp. Merp. Oh. Excuse me. Whew. Right, 525. Rosters. I have to remember who's all senior. I'll be right back though. I need to go get some more goldfish. Need to go get some more goldfish. You'll still hear me though. I'm just stepping away from the desk. Oh yeah. Well, I'm glad that the audio issues, I kind of fixed them. At least I hope so. Then somebody's going to come in and be like, oh yeah, like, I can still hear the echo. It's like, what am I doing wrong? It's all good. I appreciate the feedback, like usual. Nothing like some goldfish like around midnight. Dog. I'm going to sleep like a baby tonight. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows?
I know where I can find this. Okay. I'm back, babies. Just staring at a timeout. Bradley Buck. I was like, I knew I forgot somebody. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Dropped her 6 straight. I am. Is that everyone? Emmett? Mark? Wade? Okay. Alright. make sure. Whew, okay. Dadgum, it takes me a minute. All right, one more. And it's just basketball scores. I do it like that. I can't remember. That one. Okay, now I gotta add in. Ah, shucks. Okay. No. I did a boo-boo. I did a boo-boo. Oh my lord. Are you kidding me? That's right. Update the password. Now we're good. Okay. I got left to go get. If the computer just doesn't, the computer cooperates. Heart of Iowa. I don't know if Nevada's ranked. I don't think they are. Nevada, 55-47. Greene County girls gave him a girl. Gave him a game. No points, but it looks like Greene County held a lead. Brought back Manson. Oh, Becca Anderson came back in the lineup. That's good. Oh, wait. That is girls. There we go. $59.18. Okay, $58.18 over Patreon. Okay, oh, Heart of Iowa. 85.52. 85.52. She 544. Oh, wow. Okay. Whew. All right. Let's get back to it. Whew. All the work is done. All the work is done. Oh. Ooh. the last thing I have to do. Get rid of that for a second. Change out this card. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's crazy how fast like 2.5 hours can go. Crazy. Crazy, man. Crazy. All right. But we transfer, baby. Oh, man. Yes. Okay. We'll have a little bit of a slowdown, but after that, we should be all right. We should be good. Nothing like good old Wade W. root beer. Stuff in my face. Drinking root beer. Yeah. Life's all right. Getting all caught up on my birthday wishes. All right. There we go. All done. I gotta get rid of this. So I think I had a little bit of an echo. But then before I call it a night, I got a story to tell. Don't know if it makes me turn into a jerk or not, but let's tell it. So, in our business, like in media, what separates us from like, the fans that sit in the stands, and everybody has their role. Everybody's important in their own way. We couldn't have things without fans. We couldn't have games without fans. We couldn't have fans without referees. We couldn't have couldn't have games without players. Couldn't have games without media either. At least a little bit of media coverage, right? Like even a little bit. But getting high school kids to do media stuff is a bit of a challenge. And there's some, and it's just because they're not old enough to really get it. There's some that get it based on how mature they are, and because there's one camera girl at Carroll High School, super professional, good kid, easy to work with, never have to raise my voice, never have to raise my voice or move out of the way or anything like that. She's good at what she does. There's this younger kid. he's not so well versed. And during the Carroll High game, this kid's throwing up the three, and he's screaming at the ref, and those are no-nos in our business. Because when you do that, doesn't make yourself look bad, it makes all of us look bad. So I yelled at him. I was like, you need to stop. Don't do that. Don't do that. You do not show bias. You do not show bias. If you want to cheer, you go up in the bleachers. You put the camera down, you go to the bleachers. And that kid, man, he looked all, I mean, he didn't say nothing. He looked like I killed his puppy. And I have a colleague standing right next to me. And he's like, you're right, you're absolutely correct. And because you don't do that. And I was like, I won't just chew you out, I'll chew out your instructor. And I mean, he brought somebody over because I'm sure I pretty much hurt his feelings away. But here's why I yelled at this kid. Or I raised my voice. I was getting mad. Because it reflects on all of us. I don't want this kid to shout foul at the referee to turn towards us who are sitting there, we're working. We're doing there, we're trying to get as good pictures as we can and throw all of us out. Which would have really got me mad. Because that doesn't reflect well. Like the Twin Lakes Conference, they do a sportsmanship award. And that's based off what officials see and hear and experience when they're officiating at particular schools. I don't know if the Raccoon River Conference does that. But I just don't want a poor reflection of Tiger Vision, of Carroll Times Herald, any other news outlet to not have a bad impression on an official. That's why I got mad. Because it doesn't just hurt you, it hurts all of us. Because nobody else knows better. Nobody knows that you're a high school kid. I mean, I have people tell me, like, oh, you're like in your late 20s, aren't you? I'm in my late 30s. So, that's a little story time. I get mad about that. And it's like, I have to be this jerk. Sometimes you have to, and maybe that's what you have to do with some of these kids, is you have to learn how to yell at them. And, don't berate them. Just be like, don't do that. Don't do that. Please don't do that. That looks bad on the rest of us. It's not a good reflection of you. It's not a good reflection of us. It's not a good reflection of your school. It's not a good reflection of your community. Because when we do this, we're not just representing ourselves. We're representing our media outlet, because that could be between us being allowed in the door and us being banned from entering that gym ever again to go cover a game. So just media 101. And I said this out loud. This is what separates the men from the boys. the women from the girls, is we learn the ethics. And, you know, and this goes out, this is a blanket statement for everyone. Don't cheer when you're in the press box. Don't cheer if you have a camera in your hand. Even if you're like the coach's wife or a player's girlfriend and you somehow have a camera and you're given the responsibility of shooting photos of the game because you might be halfway decent with a camera, don't cheer. When you have that camera in your hand and you're standing on the sideline, you can document, but you do not cheer. You can go wild on the inside. You can go crazy on the inside. Or you can say, wow, that was a heck of a touchdown, or, you know, but you also need to be, it's sportsmanship as well. So sometimes that gets me, you know, that gets the hamster wheels going sometimes. It gets me a little mad. But I said it. You know. And I don't feel wrong in thinking that way. There's times where I think I'm entitled because I dropped $60,000 on an education. And most people are like, oh man, no. I care about what I do. And sometimes that floods over to other things. And maybe like I have an ego about it, but who doesn't have an ego about something? My work is considered other people's fun. And we got to treat it like fun at the end of the day. Because it is fun. I love covering sports. Way better than covering news. Way better than anything else I've done. Like politics. Like city councils. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. Like, I'd rather be at a sports game. And most people understand. But, you know, had to, you know, I was like, I'll not only chew your ass out, I'll chew out your instructor. He kind of pouted a little bit. Didn't say nothing. Just kind of stared at me and then went off to the other side of the gym. Oh, wow. I mean, I don't know. Maybe this current generation, there's some good kids out there. Good, hardworking kids. There's some that are just like, man, I think they're all that in a bag of chips. And I'm like, it's like, wait till you get out of high school. Wait till you get out of college. Then you get fat and old like me. Then you get better. You know. But I don't know. I have regrets. Whoever says that have no regrets, they're full of crap. Everybody has regrets. Some form, some kind. I won't leave on that bad a note. I had a great day today. I had a great stream. I had so many awesome people drop by. So many people drop by and ask me questions and talk basketball, talk hoops with me. I love it. I love it and I appreciate it. I really do. And because sometimes with some streams, man, you feel like you're shouting into the void. There's some nights, man, I may get a person or two. But it was fun. Sometimes I didn't have the answers that everybody was looking for. Like Martians pointing a laser beam at the Earth. You have a choice of two people to take a game-winning shot to prevent it from happening. That's tough. That's tough, but it's a fun question to ask. You just mull it over. I was making sure I didn't drop like a goldfish, but this has been great. Thank you so much for dropping by. And you know, making the night go by a lot faster. It makes it a lot more fun. I love it. I love it. I feed off of it. Maybe one of these days, I can talk about anything. You know, but yeah, don't be afraid to pop by the chat, say hello, ask me questions, give me your thoughts on something. Man, I love all these name droppings, man. Just all these name drops. They're great, and wouldn't want it any other way. So, thank y'all so much for making my birthday a great day. First day was really good. Man, I slept like an old cat. Like I would just wake up. I'd be sleeping. I wake up, and then I would go somewhere else and go sleep. And then made some food thanks to a really cool hot pot I purchased not too long ago. Oh, it's been fantastic. But yeah, other than that, I approve. Been great. So, like I said on the Facebook post, I'll probably not put up photos that same evening. It'll probably be on Sunday. Just because I have some plans with the family. Well, they have more so plans for me. I was just going to consider it like another work day, but yeah. Thank y'all so much. Making my night really fun. Let's keep having fun. You know, as long as I'm not getting, too tired. But I love y'all. Be good. Be excellent. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And definitely don't do anything I would do. You're just going to find yourself in a lot of trouble or in a world of hurt. Who knows? But, y'all have a good one. Take care of yourselves. I